Are you ready to transform your summer into an epic splash-tastic adventure? Say goodbye to wasteful, single-use water balloons and hello to the ultimate in reusable, eco-friendly fun with reusable water balloons. Check out the link in the video description to get yours on Amazon today.
A woman who was nearly killed by a herd of crazed cows has revealed the life-changing impact of her injuries, and now the farmers' insurers have paid out. NHS Administrator Jill Gilmore is still suffering from the horrific trampling and goring as she fell under the flailing hooves of the wild-eyed, bellowing, and snorting cattle. Jill, 57, of Stockport, was walking with husband Mark and their dog Finnegan on August 10, 2021, along a public footpath which ran through a field when they became aware of a herd of cows. However, there was no fencing in place to separate the herd from the public. A number of cows attacked Jill, with Mark, 60, unable to get to her. He began throwing his possessions at the cattle, which were jumping up and down on his wife. The herd dispersed and Mark managed to pull her under a broken fence to safety. She was conscious, but had fractures to her spine, neck, ribs, and pelvis, and suffered punctured lungs. She was airlifted from the scene in Hazel Grove to hospital, and after numerous operations, she needed to use a wheelchair for 5 months. Serious injury lawyers Erwin Mitchell took on the case and said today that the farmers' insurers have accepted responsibility and have made funds available to cover the cost of her extensive physical and psychological rehabilitation. Speaking for the first time about impact of her injuries, she told how the horror unfolded when a cow charged at her during the walk. She attempted to run away and let go of Finnegan's lead, but was bowled over by the cows, many weighing almost a ton. After being discharged home in October 2021, she was cared for by Mark, an accountant with the University of Manchester, and had to use a wheelchair until January 2022. Despite the nature and extent of her injuries, she has engaged fully in her rehabilitation and has made a remarkable recovery, to the extent that she has successfully returned to work. But she continues to have ongoing physical limitations, and she still experiences psychological distress. I don't recall much about the attack itself, other than walking along the path with Mark and Finnegan before the cows came into view. They approached me and I started to run, but I fell to the ground and that's when they went for me. I don't remember it, but Mark said they were jumping up and down on me. The next thing I properly remember is being taken to hospital. My whole body hurt and I couldn't really fathom what had happened. Since that day, our lives have totally changed. To this day, I still struggle with what I've been through, both physically and emotionally, and it's really not been easy for Mark either. We've been out on so many walks together, but never did I ever think I would be attacked by a herd of cows. It's like something you see on a TV drama. I know I'm incredibly lucky to be alive, and I'm so grateful to everyone that's helped me, especially Mark, who has been a huge support. And while nothing can change what I suffered that day, I hope that by sharing my story I can help prevent it happening to anyone else. Farmers have a responsibility to keep their cattle and the public safe, and walkers need to know the potential risks out there so they can be prepared or make a conscious decision to avoid them. Matt Brown of Erwin Mitchell said the past 3 years have been incredibly difficult for Jillian as she comes to terms with her injuries, and also for Mark, who has struggled to comprehend the horrors he saw that day. While Jillian has made great progress with her recovery, she still faces many challenges, and it's likely that she'll be affected by what happened for the rest of her life. We continue to support both Jillian and Mark as they attempt to navigate through this difficult time. We also join them in sharing their story, to urge others to take extra care and caution around livestock as their behavior can often be unpredictable, particularly when they're with their young. It's also vital that farmers put proper restraints in place to keep their animals separate from the public, particularly when the animals are likely to behave in a way which could cause serious harm, and also display signs at field entrances to let people know there are cattle with calves at foot around and the risks associated with that. As part of Farm Safety Week, Erwin Mitchell are reminding walkers and farmers of what measures they can take.